What's up guys, and welcome back to another video, and in this video I'll be showing you how to specifically master Guest from Forsaken. Now the first thing we're going to go over is how to properly land his punch, which is not a stun. However, it does grant the killer helpless and slowness 2 for 2 seconds, which is just a move to disorient the killer and get a bit of distance. However, due to the long windup, it is easily reactable and missable if the killers have good enough reaction time. Now his next move I'm going to go over is his charge, which is just a simple knockback and gives you resistance for 1.25 seconds, which can just use yet again to disorient the killer and give him a little bit of knockback. And his final move I'm going to go over is his block, which upon being used will cause Guest to stand still and get heavily slowed for 2 seconds, and if any killer hits them with his basic attack or eviscerate, he will get a yellow icon on his punch cooldown will be reset, and upon using punch immediately after a block will land a parry, and parries stun for 2 seconds and give way more knockback than his basic punch. Another tip that I should probably mention is after landing a block on a basic attack or eviscerate will grant you 10 overheal permanent health as Guest that max out at a stack of 30. But however, going for a block can be extremely risky, as block is the most baitable move in the entire game. All the killers have to do is just stand still and wait for you to block, and then they get a free hit. However, there are 2 different methods to land your block much easier. We have method 1, predict blocking, is when you predict the killer will M1 and then block right as you predict that they will M1, which will most of the time work if you watch the killer's attack patterns. And method number 2 is react/drag blocking, which is when you react to the killer block M1, therefore you land also a free parry. This is really extremely hard to do on killers like Slasher and Cool Kid. Now, one final thing I should mention about Guest are his passive abilities. His first passive ability just grants him 10 extra HP, which is more than the average survivor. And his second passive ability grants him hit priority over any survivors. So every other survivor has a 1 hit priority, and Guest normally has a 2 hit priority. But blocking will increase his hit priority from 2 to 3, therefore he can block for another Guest. And that's all the tips and tricks I really have for you for Guest. And if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.